Okay, so everybody has set of weights. Okay, and I'm hoping you saw this at home. We're using weights today, so have those handy. Last night was a lot of grunting from Mike. He was, it was getting into, it's like, come on, breathe, buddy. All right, well, let's settle in. So please find a nice seat and find your breath. And just notice the qualities of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it choppy or smooth? And just by noticing, notice how it slows down a little bit, maybe deepens. And take a moment to feel how your spine is this morning. Do you feel like you're tall, hunched? It just is what it is. And we've been talking about the yama Asteya this week, which means non-stealing. And it doesn't, well, it of course means don't take things from others or stores or all that. But I think more importantly, it's not stealing from yourself by doing things that aren't enhancing your life, and not stealing from others by doing things for them or saying things for them when it's their journey they can learn from. And so I like to think of Asteya as a win-win situation when you do things because it's good for you and it's good for those around you. And even you do things because it's good for the environment or it's good for your pet. It's a win-win because you feel good about it. It makes someone else happy. And please bring hands to heart center. May we all find ourselves in a lot of good win-win situations as we practice Asteya, non-stealing. And it'll help us to notice that there really is beauty and grace all around us every day. So please lower your hands, open your eyes. And we're going to just come on up to standing and start with our weights. So find your weights. And stand with your feet hip distance apart. And then just stretch your arms out to the side with your knuckles facing forward. Just to warm up our shoulders, just reach your left arm across, pretend like you're pulling up your sleeve and bring it to the side. And then switch. Why do these weights feel heavier today? One more time. Good. And then stretch the arms up, bring the weights together. Stay firm in your core. That's where you're really going to feel it. And you're just going to arc to your right. Keep that nice long spine. Don't let anything compress and come on up and arc to your left. Good. Come back to center. Bring the right hand down and arc to your right again. Keep thinking long, long, long spine. That's the most important thing because now you have dual action. Good. Come on up and switch. And come on up. And bring your hands down by your hips. Let's just get this over with. Come to the front of your mats. And standing with your feet hip distance apart, I want you to just lean forward slightly so your hands are right under your shoulders. Try not to grip the weights too much. And we're just going to step the right foot back and almost lower the knee and then step forward. And really think about on that step forward, just keep going like that. Using the glutes and the hamstrings on that standing leg, so your left leg. Just a slight bend forward helps you feel more in the glute. Keep your spine nice and long. And then 3 more. Last one. Good. Pause. Stand up straight. Stretch your arms up. And then let's go right into the second side. So slight bend forward. Standing on your right foot, step your left foot back. Use the hamstrings and glutes. Really notice as you step forward, you're not really pushing off that back foot. You're using that strength of your right leg. You know, when you need to stop, you can. 3 more. Last one. Good. Stretch your arms up. And bring hands to heart center. And back down by your side. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, step back again so you have a little more room. Feet hip distance. And I'm gonna have you watch me first. You're just gonna go forward and then side. And especially on the down, take your time because you wanna resist and use those top muscles too. So try not to, If the weights get heavy, try not to swing, force them up there, okay? If that's the case, just don't go as high, okay? If you're feeling tired. Okay, ready? Here we go. Slow. That was one. Try to keep the low ribs together. Keep that spine nice and strong. Keep the shoulder blades on the back if you can. Notice that. Three more. 9 and 10. And release. Good. And just slide the weights down. Come to a forward fold there. If you can touch, might have to bend your knees. Just take a moment. And then we're just gonna do some more of these forward folds with the weights close to our shins. So just kind of keep a little baby bend right at the hip creases. Nice strong back as you slowly roll up to standing and then back down. Just keep thinking, drawing the low belly up, lengthening long. And come on up. Again, feel the glutes and the hammies working as well as your nice long spine. Shoulder blades on the back if possible, just keeping true. Don't grip the weights too hard. Gravity wants us to go faster on the way down, but we're just resisting that. And then one more, and just pause at the bottom. And, and set your weights down. And come to all fours without the weights. You can use them if you want, but and just do a couple of cow cats. Just being mindful. And pause. Bring your hands forward a little bit. And you're going to thread the needle. So right arm threads under the left. Come down to your right shoulder if that works. Draw the sternum back. Breathe. If it feels like you want a little more stretch, extend the left arm and just kind of fold it behind you. Notice how light your arm feels when you lift it up without that weight. Good. And then unwind and switch sides. Thread the left under the right. Take off a layer. And if you liked that, tucking the arm behind you, feel free. And then please unwind. Grab your weights and with your hands and, just kind of come up to the front of your mat because we're going to downward facing dog, but using the weight. So twist the hips up and back and just walk out your doggy. If it doesn't feel good with the weights, that's fine. You can just use hands. Maybe notice your shoulders in the back, broaden the clavicles, armpits hollow. And then step your feet up between the weights. Might have to bend the knees, that's okay. And you're going to step your right foot back to a deep lunge here. And maybe lift and lower the heel, just stretch things out. And then keeping the right hand on the weight, lift the left weight forward and sweep it up to a twist. Good. Straight up towards the ceiling works. Yeah, good, you guys. Notice how it engages your core. And then sweep it down. Lower the back knee. And just come upright. Let your weights kind of dangle by your side. And just notice I have to hug to the midline. Really stay stable. And then if you're feeling it, you can stretch the arms up to Anjane Asana. And just breathe. On your next exhale, bring the arms down, touch down, and slide the hips back to a runner's lunge position. So you can use the weights for a little more height if you need it, or you have blocks too. You decide. Just notice if you're swiveling your hips, check for alignment. Maybe stretch the toes. You feel like you want a little more. And then bend back into the front knee. Grabbing the weights, lift the back knee and step back, downward facing dog. And just see if this works. Extend the right leg and step it through to deep lunge. It's a bigger step through because you don't have as much height. It's okay if it doesn't make it. Just take your time. Lift and lower the back heel a few times. Lowering the back knee. Oh, wait. Lift the back knee. I forgot the twist. So left hand stays on the weight. Right hand sweeps up and open up to the twist. Your right shoulder is approximately stacked on your left. Your right hip crease has to stay back. One more breath. And just retrace that arc, come down. Now lower the back knee. Come upright to that deep lunge position or monkey lunge position. Stretch the arms. You're feeling stable. One more breath. And on the exhale, touch down, slide the hips back. Runner's lunge on that side. Draw the leg into the socket. Maybe stretch the toes. Then back into the front knee. Lift the back knee. And if you liked that step through, you can do that again. So step back to down dog and extend the left leg and step through, or just step forward. It's your choice. Because both feet are then going to step forward. And just set your weights off the front of your mat. Take a moment in forward fold. And then bend your knees slightly. Start tucking your tail around your low back, your middle back, your upper back, and come on up to standing. Good. Stretch your arms up and just notice how light they feel. And exhale, hands to heart center. And then step back away from your weights a little bit and take a little bit wider stance. Yeah. And we're just going to do some balance fun balance stuff. So you're just going to shift your weight to your right foot, lift the left leg to tree, and then switch. So it's a really short hold. Maybe at first it doesn't feel stable at all, but as you keep going, it gets better. Notice how I have my hands out to the side just to help me with balance. And then next time you're on your right foot, lift the left foot. See if you can hold there for a moment, maybe even stretch the arms up. And then switch. One side always is better than the other. And one more time on the right foot. Remember, you can just put your toes down to the mat too. That works better. And last time on the other side. And release. Good. I want to try something. Grab your weights. I haven't done this, I just thought of it. I want to see if you engage your core more in tree pose just by using the weight. So try standing on the right foot and finding tree. And then see Not extending the arms. Ooh, I like it. Good, come on out. And try it on the other side. Just go slow and mindful. Just it forces you to use your core more, right? And release. Good job. I liked it. Yeah, I know. Me too. You can set those down now because we're going to do a quad stretch. So stand on your right foot, bring the left knee up if you need the wall. Find that. Probably would work here, having one in your left hand, but the more you lengthen, the more stable you feel. And release. Switch sides. And release. It just felt yummy. Okay, grab your weights again. Last thing, feet hip distance apart. You might want to turn the toes out a little bit, and you're just going to set them on your shoulders. And we're going to do squats. Okay. So this again helps you to keep more upright, keep your core engaged as you squat. Use those glutes and hammies to push up. Use your quads a lot too. And you decide how deep you go. But I want you to be true in your core. Halfway done. Low ribs together. Two more. Last one. Hold at the bottom. Breathe. Press into your feet. Stand up. Woo! You can lose the blocks again. Or if you want to use them for more of the poses, you can use those instead of blocks by your front feet. I'm going to do that for a moment. And then just stand. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, fold forward. This time, pranam. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back to a deep lunge. And I'm just going to have you ground your back foot down. Walk your right hand and whatever prop you're using to the inside. And then walk your hands out at an angle to down dog lunge. And just hold there for a moment. And then coming back in, turn the back heel up. Take your time. I want you to find stability. So if you need to lower that back heel, you can step it forward. Or if you can stay stable, see about bringing the right hand to your front thigh, your left hand to your front thigh. Maybe let your arms dangle. Maybe stretch the arms up. Really keep that back leg engaged. One more breath. Bring the weights by your hips and then touch down or use your knee. Good. Step forward and switch. So now ground the back foot down. Walk the weights or blocks to the inside and out at an angle. If you're using the blocks, of course, you don't have to extend up. You can just use your hands. The weights really can either help in balance or if it's too much, they can throw you off. So, couple breaths and then walk back in, turn the back heel up. Make sure the hips are square. Maybe left hand to the thigh, right hand to the thigh, hugging to the midline. Let your arms dangle. Think rib cage is back as you extend up. Warrior, crescent warrior. And then slowly make your way down. Touch down. Step back, downward facing dog, and just set the weights off to the side for a moment. Or the blocks. Regular down dog. And inhale, come to a plank pose. And exhale, lower down. You can lower knees if you need to. We're just going to engage a cobra. So lift head and shoulders first. And then see, do I want more stretch? Maybe I isometrically pull the hands back as I lift. Don't scoop the tailbone. Just think, nice long spine. And then lower down. And guess what? Push back to child's pose. Our first child's pose of the day. You want to, you can stack your hands under your forehead. And then coming up to all fours. Find the weights again. And come to downward facing dog. And step your feet slowly up between your shoulders, relax. Your head drop. And just set the weights off to the front or to the side. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now I'm going to have you grab your blocks and bring those by your feet now, right to the outside of your feet. Your feet are hip distance. And then just bring them forward. You can turn them to the higher height. So they're towards the outside of your feet. And then come to a forward fold on the blocks like you're in a pranam. You might have to bend the knees a little bit because I really want you to feel like the weight is in the middle of your feet. So if you get too far forward and you're using your hands too much, that's not good. So I'd rather have you bend your knees, get the weight right in the middle. Okay, because we're going to do some other fun stuff. So stand on your right foot, extend the left leg, and then see if anything's shifted. Do you still have weight in the heel of the right leg? Your hips are square to the floor, your shoulders are square to the floor. Now think of that nice, long, engaged spine you've been using, and just use the strength of your standing leg to lift your left hip and stack it on top of the right hip. And then see if anything changed. Are you still in the middle of the right foot? If you are and you feel stable, bring your left hand to your hip. Slowly turn your shoulders to the left, to the inside. Maybe extend the arm. Ooh, good job, you guys. Reach that left hand back to the block. Square the hips and bring that foot down. And just take a moment. Now you kind of know what it feels like. Let's move to the other side. So extend the right leg. Weight right in the middle of that left foot. I'd rather have you keep your knee bent slightly if you're feeling like, you're too far forward. Then slowly use the strength of your standing leg to lift that hip. See how it feels. Keep weight right in the middle of the left foot. Maybe right hand to the hip. Maybe square the shoulders to the right. And then reach down. Square up the hips. Bring the leg down and come down to a deep squat. Whew. Get you right where you need it, right in that outer hip, doesn't it? And come on back to a forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Notice the lightness in your arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, I want to do one more sun salute, but just easy peasy with no props, okay? So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And right foot steps back, deep lunge. Left foot steps back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Push up and back. Downward facing dog. And step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Deep lunge. Right foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. And push back to child's pose. Coming up to all fours. Transition to your bottoms. Stretching your legs out long in front of you. If you're feeling tight, yeah, you guys all look good. You just want to be able to sit up tall, bend your right knee. And if it feels like a good thing, bring it across and set the foot down. Otherwise, you can keep it right here, interlace, pull up and back, and just add a little twist, grabbing the knee with your left elbow and twisting. You should feel it in your outer left or right hip, maybe in your hamstring on that extended leg. Nice long spine. And then coming back to center, we're just going to try and stretch out those outer glutes a little more and inner glutes. So just bring the ankle across the thigh, let the knee widen, and then just kind of lean back. So you want to keep that nice, long, and straight spine. Maybe bend the bottom knee. See if you can keep that. And then if you want more, you can hold the knee and the foot, extend that bottom leg. Just see, can you keep a pretty long, straight spine? If you can also wrap around that foot. It's not necessary. And then just kind of rock your babies. So good, doesn't it, after doing that outer thigh stuff? Good. And then release, and we'll do that same thing on the other side. So bending the knee, bring it in across if you like that, interlace. So you get that feeling of sits on your sits bones, long spine, and then add the twist if you if you like. Unwinding, bringing the ankle across, lean back, optional bend the knee, just pause there, and then optional, taking it further. Feeling a good stretch in that outer thigh. Ooh, nice. And you go ahead and transition to your back. And just take a nice wide stance with your feet and your arms in cactus or T. And just do a few windshield wipers. Hopefully we won't need them today. And you can just feel, even though you thought you'd work the arms the most, feel the work you did in your hips. And then next time your knees are up, hug both knees into your chest. And then just interlace your hand in front of your shin of the right leg. And let that leg move away from you enough that you can extend the left leg to the floor. And then just kind of scooch your interlace up to the top of your knee. Press your arms long and just kind of make a little circle, just grounding the femur bone down into the socket. And then interlace behind the thigh now. Press the leg into your hands as you straighten your right leg. And just feel a stretch as you flex your foot and point it, maybe make a circle. And then bending that knee, take a hold with your left hand on your right knee. Bring your right arm out to the side. And then just kind of stack your right hip on top of your left as you move to your left hip. Bring that knee across. I like to tuck my toes behind my left knee. Maybe turn your gaze towards your right hand. And then rolling back to the middle. Hug your left knee in, extend your right leg. Shift the interlace to the top of your knee and just kind of make some circles or however it feels good to get any kinks out there. Grounding the femur bone into the socket. Interlace behind. Stretch the leg straight. You should feel a little curve in your low back, and you should feel your right hamstrings glued to the floor. Flex and point. If it's too much there, you can keep a little baby bend. It's okay. And then bending the left knee, hold on with the right hand, left arm out to the side. Roll to your right hip. Tuck the toes if that feels good. Maybe turn your gaze towards your left hand. Rolling back to center. And both knees, feet right under knees. I'm going to come around and bring you guys a block. I forgot to tell you to grab a block because we're going to do restorative, the Tubanda. So you guys at home have a block handy. You got it. And just lift your hips up high enough to slide that block under your sacrum, either the low or medium height. You decide, because I want it to be super comfortable. And you'll know it's the right height if you can lift a knee or two and it still feels therapeutic. Maybe extend the legs straight up if you're there. It feels good. One of my favorite restoratives. And then finding your way back out. Slide the block out. Slide your feet side by side. Let your knees open. Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly. And when you're ready, transition into Shavasana. And find a way to relax into your breath. Every exhale allows you to let go. Let go of any thoughts that aren't serving you right now. Let go of any muscle energy that's not serving you. The whole goal is to relax fully. Don't steal from yourself. Let yourself go, relaxing completely. As you relax, I wanted to share a few thoughts from Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And this is about win-win, which I like to think is Asteya. Many people think in dichotomies, in either or terms. They think if you're nice, you're not tough. But win-win is nice and tough. It's twice as tough as win-lose. To go for the win-win, you not only have to be nice, you have to be courageous. You not only have to be empathetic, you have to be confident. You not only have to be considerate and sensitive, you have to be brave. To do that, to achieve that balance between courage and consideration is the essence of real maturity and is fundamental to win-win and to Asteya. Beginning to notice your breath. Start to move and wiggle in small ways when you're ready. Eventually making your way up to seated. Please bring hands to heart center. I respect and bow to beautiful soul in each of you. Namaste. How'd it feel? Okay? Yeah, good. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Susan.
Thanks, Lisa. Hey, when are those twins due? It is twins, right?